If you're feeling like your life is misaligned, if you feel like your life is lost, you have big dreams, big goals, but you never achieve them, you feel like that you don't even know where you want to go in your life. You have many ideas, you have so many passions, and you cannot narrow down to one. Then in this video, I am going to share 10 most powerful questions that has profound impact on how I changed my life at age of 35. So if you wanted to align your life, then keep watching because this video is going to give you the answers that you are looking for. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are tuning in for the first time, hello, my name is Ankita. I live in Vancouver, Canada. I'm 38-year-old mom and I have my own company in Kara where I make empowering products for the kids. And I also make YouTube videos for people like you because I know you're ambitious, I know you have big dreams and you want to live a fulfilled life. All my life, I never took journaling serious and I always thought that journaling is overwhelming. It's too much work. It's too draining to write down your thoughts. And because of lack of understanding and knowledge, I actually never journal. But 3 to 4 years ago, I started journaling just to get in clarity. Then I started reading more and more about journaling, how to journal better to achieve the best results. And one of the things that I stumbled upon, that is we do not ask right question. Like if you think about it, if you ask a right question to yourself, you are going to get the right answer. But often we never ask these questions. Like for example, all I was saying to myself when I quit my job that I don't want to do this job. I feel stuck. I want to do something creative, but I had no idea which direction do I want to go. I had multiple ideas. I had many passions and I didn't know what is the one path that I wanted to take. But asking the right question led me where I am today. One of the first questions that I asked myself is if I follow the same path, how my life would look like in 10 years. Or you can say that for 20 years or 30 years and so on. This question is so profound because it showed me the pain, the regret that I was going to live for 10 years, 20 years, or throughout my life. I truly believe by asking this question led me to quit my high-paying tech recruiter job because I realized when I was asking this question that I definitely do not want to live through that life. I realized the pain of regret, not doing the things that I really want to do, is going to be so painful. And I want you to pause this video and answer this question. If you want to watch this video and answer them later, it's your choice, but I would highly recommend you do this exercise on pen and paper if you can, because I'm sure you're going to get really good answers. And the next question is, what if I follow the different path? What if I don't do the things that I am doing right now? What if I take a different path? Because I truly believe that in life, we can take multiple paths. We have the option. Every single day when we wake up, we have the option to choose things differently. And the choices that we make are going to lead us somewhere different every single day. Like imagine if you are driving to same route where you go to your work. What if you decide to go different route? You are going to end up at a different destination. That's all this question is all about. What if you follow different path? How your life is going to look like. And when I asked this question, one thing I knew that if I wanted to take a different path, where I wanted to land is where I am leaving some impact on people's life. I am teaching, definitely. I love teaching, inspiring people. And this question led me to realize that YouTube is something that I'm really passionate about, that I should start my YouTube channel again. And the next follow-up question, which is tied to the second question, and that is if money is not an issue. Because I know that a lot of us, like most people, do the work, the job because of money. Now, ask this question, if money is not a question, like imagine if you win the lottery, what would you do with your life? And I know some of you might say, well, if I win the lottery, then I might just bum around the house, just watch Netflix, buy all the luxury handbags that I always wanted to buy, go on the luxury vacations. But to be honest, you can only do so much. You can only do those things up to some extent. You are born in this life to live some purpose. And the purpose doesn't come by just buying the materialistic things. Purpose comes when you do meaningful things. And that's what I realized when I was was working my 9 to 5, I was buying all the things that I wanted to buy, whatever I wanted to buy. I could afford it, I bought it, but I realized it wasn't giving me any fulfillment. That was not my true purpose. All the materialistic things means nothing to me, meaning that I wanted to do something bigger than that. And this is why I truly believe if you answer this question, if money is not a question, if you win the lottery, what would you do with your life? The next follow-up question is, imagine if you are going to die in 2 years or 5 years from now, what impact would you want to leave behind? And I know a lot of people don't think of dying and leaving the earth is like it's in the distance, it's not even in their life. But I truly believe thinking from that perspective would change everything for you. It has definitely changed for me. From time to time, I do ask this question myself. If I have 2 years to live, what would I do? And the answer is I would still make these YouTube videos because I believe the reason I started YouTube channel is to inspire someone. And this is what I wanted to leave behind. If you were to come to my funeral, if you were to write something about me on my last day, I want you to write that she helped us find the path. She inspired me to do things that I really wanted to do in life. And this is what it's all about. And second thing, if I think about it, is leaving something behind that helps people, like help people navigate their life, navigate their career, or anything that gives them a hope in the dark tunnel. And this is what I think about when I think about leaving the impact in the world. And I want you to answer this question. What impact do you want to leave behind? And the follow-up question is, if you cannot answer this question, the follow-up would be, what would your perfect day would look like? And I know a lot of us, we don't think about our perfect day. We just go with the flow, whatever the life is taking, we're just going with the flow. We never stop. We never take a break and answer these questions. What would our perfect day would look like? Like for me, I would still record the video. I would wake up, record the video, and then I'll probably spend more time in nature, like connecting with the universe, with the God, or just like doing the spiritual things, like longer meditation. I would definitely go on retreats just to connect more with the universe. And this is kind of what I want to do. This is kind of like my perfect day would look like, and spending more time with my son, with my family. And these things are more meaningful than anything else. And again, if you can answer this question, this will give you a lot of clarity what your perfect day would look like. Now you have some sort of clarity. If money is not the issue, what impact you want to make, what is your perfect day. Now it's the time to dig a little bit deeper into what is sitting in our heart. And the next question is, what is holding you back from doing those things, from achieving your goals? Whatever you have written so far, I'm sure it is not aligned with the current life that you are living. Now ask this question, what is truly holding you back? Like, what is deep down? When I was writing down this question, I remember one of the first things that I was telling myself what was holding me back was fear of failure. What if I try and I fail? And I think deep down, if I dig deeper, it was like failing in public. We are social creature. We love surrounding with people. We love the appreciation. We wanted to feel belong. But when you try something and when you fail, it doesn't bother you that much. What bothers is failing publicly. You tell everybody that you are going to launch this business, or you tell everybody you're going to become a content creator, and you fail, meaning that you don't get success as you want it, or the business failed. What hurts the most and what holding us back the most is failing publicly. Your friends and family gonna ask you this question. So what happened to your business? So what happened to your content creation? And you're just afraid to answer that question. You failed. You didn't get succeed. Oh, you tried this thing. Now you wanna try something else. And this is what comes down to. What people are going to think is holding us back more than we think on our life. Now I want you to answer this question. The next question, which is, if fear is not a question, what would you do? Remove the fear part. Remove that it doesn't matter to you, fear of failure or whatnot. It doesn't matter. The fear doesn't even exist. And you know that you are going to succeed. What would you do with your life? what would you want to do in your life? What are the things that you want to focus on? And for me, that was the one thing that I came across, and that was that I really wanted to start my business. I really wanted to create a product-based business, and I was really passionate about. Every single time when I asked these questions, there was a pattern that I keep coming back to this question, and that led me to start my own brand, Inkara. If you want to take this question even further, ask this question: if you do not have society pressure, if you don't care what your family think, what your friends think, what society or colleagues, whatever people gonna say, what would you do? Like, if you remove the part what people are going to say, you remove the society, you remove the people around you, what would you do? Would you still go to the same job? Would you still follow what you are doing currently? Or would you follow, or would you do something differently? What would you do with your time? What would you do every single hour? What is that gives you immense pleasure if you do that? It could be creating content, it could be working on your idea, the business idea that you had and that you're keeping in your heart for years, or it could be anything. What would you do? Now you have a really solid answer. What would you do? Now, I want you to ask next question, and that is, what habit do you need to create to achieve those goals? Whatever it could be. It could be that you wanted to work on your business, your content creation, or you want to quit your job, you want to get out of this relationship. It could be anything. Now ask, what are the habits that you need to align? For me, it was always just wake up early in the morning, because I know that whatever I want to achieve, I need some time. I have a responsibility. I'm a mom. I need to take care of him. I have so many things to do during the daytime. So when can I get my time to focus on the things that matters the most to me? So instantly I knew that I need to leave all the Netflix. I need to just wake up early in the morning. I don't care about going out. I just need to align my habits with the goals that I want to achieve. Now write down, what are those habits look like? What are those day-to-day things that you need to do in order to achieve your goals? Because the whole point of doing this exercise is to reach at some sort of plan, because without a plan, you're never going to take an action. You can sit with all these questions. If you are not taking an action, nothing is going to happen. By asking the right question, you have a concrete plan where you want your life to be. You have some sort of direction. It may not be clear, but you will get to the answer slowly. Taking an action is going to help to reach to the destination that you want to take. And now the most profound question, and I believe this shapes everything, and that is, write a letter from your future self to your current version, wherever you are right now, without any judgment. Write that letter. So imagine your future self has already achieved all the things that you want to achieve. Your future self has already reached that level. What would you say to your younger self? What would you say to your current self? What are the things that she has achieved? How did she handle it? How did she gain that confidence that where she is right now? What are the things that she did differently to get there? And this will almost becomes a roadmap. Like when I answer these questions, one of the things I knew that I need to change everything that I'm doing currently. I need to change every single path. And that led me to quitting my job and starting this YouTube channel. But imagine if I never asked these questions, I would have never been here. And this is why I'm a firm believer that journaling has completely changed my life, how I see things. Like if somebody asked me the one habit that I have been so consistent, the one thing, and that always been journaling. And you'd be surprised, you connect with yourself on a deeper level when you start writing. Because when you're speaking to your friend, you can lie, you can come up with excuses. But when it comes to writing down, have you noticed that you can never lie when you're writing down? You can never even write down all excuses, because as soon as you're gonna write down, you're gonna stop yourself. You're gonna say, are you sure these are really things that is stopping me? Maybe there's something else. And this is why, if you have never journaled in your whole life, I would highly recommend you to try journaling. And if you don't know where to start, then these 10 questions are going to take you to your next level. I recently shared a video how journaling has completely changed my life. If you want to go deeper, then I would highly recommend you watch this video, and I will see you right there. Thank you so much for watching.